Hey guys, welcome to Flashbacks. I'm Alex. I'm here today with
You guys know me. I'm Brady.
I'm here today with two guys that if asked, one of them would probably say I'm making it and the other one would say he's hanging in there. I'm here today with
The Always Hold On to Arrow crew. It's me,
Woo!
Lance.
I'm Cavante.
How you guys doing?
Well, I mean, you said it.
I'm making it.
I'm hanging in there.
It's great to have you guys back for the official episode. You guys are on the official Flash timeline now. If you
Nice.
guys haven't checked it out, during the in between season, we did a Vixen episode, but now we thought we'd bring him back for. I know you guys are like way ahead of us right now. This is probably like you guys have been there, done that, but we're gonna take you back to Legends of Today, season 2, episode 8 of the Flash. So it's been a minute. You guys are almost to the end of your coverage, right?
Closing
Yeah,
in on the end of season 7.
yeah.
We got one more shortened season after this, and then it's who knows?
Who
Yeah.
knows?
You guys coming to the end of the road like Boys to Men, huh?
Yeah.
you know,
I did
that's
not understand that reference, but okay.
oh
Oh,
no. Oh
man.
no.
This is
Just
every
gonna,
day. This is every
yeah,
day recording with him. It's just like I'll make a
literally.
reference, and
All
he'll
right, well,
just be
I'm
like,
like,
"What?"
dude, yeah,
Your
what the
homework.
hell?
All right, your homework is to pull up, on the music streamer of your choice, Boys to Men,
Okay,
End of the Road.
okay. I will
Have
do
your life
so
forever
after
changed.
this. What was that, Cavante?
Have your life forever changed.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Those smooth vocal harmonies do something to you, man.
I was listening to it
Okay,
earlier this week.
I'll check it out after this.
Anyway, so we're covering Legends of Today. So I guess we'll just go ahead. I usually do like a summary, and then you guys can just jump in wherever. We'll have like little breaks in between here and there where like I'll kind of throw it to you guys, see your opinions on stuff. But let's go ahead and start from the beginning. So going into it. So we open up. Barry is still struggling to reach speeds he formerly could and trying to catch up to Zoom. Before he leaves, like he basically just needs to catch up. He gets a call from Patty though. There's a scene
Miss
of the
her.
yeah, I know. I was like, I've noticed this too, and Brady,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this a thing. So like last season,
Oh
it
no.
was justice for Eddie. This season, it's Patty deserved better. We're making that an official thing now. That's it. That's gonna be, I
Cool.
guess, our new shirt is Patty deserved better. So like that's our that's our new catchphrase for this season.
I mean, hey, it's not incorrect.
Yeah. Um, Also, I haven't told these guys. So I was at a Flash Q&A recently, and one of the questions Grant Gustin was like just straight up asked by a fan. It's like, why don't you tell Patty, bro? Like just
Yeah.
asked him to his face. Like told it everybody else, and then Grant Gustin was like, oh yeah, it is a good point. Like he kind of just told everybody but her, and he didn't really have like a solid answer one way or the other why Patty basically got left out, man. There's a scene at a dock where they're delivering a mysterious stranger to the cops. He apparently can do magic and cuffs the like basically he cuffs the ship captain and dispatches the cops and other people who brought him in. We set up that basically this is Vandal Savage and what did you like? I guess we'll get into this, and I kind of get into this later, but just now while I'm thinking about it, like, what did you guys think of this version of Vandal Savage?
Let's see, Lance, you're probably the better guy to got to answer Vandal Savage question.
Um, I thought it was. I guess at the time I thought it was fine. In general, I think at the time I was caught up in the fact that holy crap, we actually have a live action Vandal Savage. That's something I would have not like that I would not have thought was possible when I was growing up. And at that point, I think I was just like, well, let's see what they kind of do with him because his whole main thing is he is immortal. It makes sense that he could fight and have and he can handle himself due to his long life, but also the experiences he has of being a warrior, literally. So it was just kind of interesting to see what they did with him here. Not quite how I would have pictured him. To, how they dressed him and then the actor they got for him, but I thought he was serviceable. And again, like this is the only like we don't see him Like, I mean, for Kevin and I, at least, we only see them for these episodes. We don't see
Yeah.
them any other time, right? And the Arrowverse doesn't really see him all that much outside of Legends. So we don't have that much of a sample size for him. It's a very small one, but I liked him in these.
Yeah, I recall even back when we covered it, or even back when we watched it, and I went to prep for this. It's pretty effective now. Obviously, you know, I'm catching up on my comic knowledge, but I'm the less comic knowledgeable guy here. But as far as Vandal Savage, I thought it was a pretty effective intro. It immediately raised the stakes. I'm sure, I don't want to speak on behalf of Flash. He just seemed to be a very visceral villain that you kind of really didn't have a lot of the time. Outside of the big bads, most of the bad guys were like either just straight up criminals or like misunderstood people. This guy was just straight up just killing people with impunity. I love knife throwing. So yeah, no, I remember being like, okay, this seems like a threat big enough to call in everyone. That's all they do with the crossovers for me. The threat has to be big enough to say we could use some more assistance on this. So he an immortal guy with that talent, yeah, I think you can use a team on that one. So
Definitely. Cool. Brady?
I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know Vandal Savage outside of like Young Justice and the Justice League animated series, but I mean this one was, like Lance said, serviceable. It's fine. It's not like it's not the worst either.
No,
It's better than freaking Van Savage from that one unproduced Flash script.
it's better than Curtis Knox from
Oh, I
Smallville.
got
But
to
we're not
note
gonna.
about that.
Yeah, but we're gonna steer clear of Curtis Knox today.
Oh, that's so
Again,
funny, man.
don't know what you're talking about.
good.
Good.
Don't
Yeah,
look
that's
that one up after
hilarious.
this episode, okay? Don't do yourself a favor. Your homework is not to look up Curtis Knox.
Oh
Yes.
man, I had a whole note about this. I was gonna be like, because he gives me there's a part in this that gives me Smallville vibes where he's talking about like who taught you that Houdini. He's like, I was Houdini. It definitely gave me vibes of I
Yeah.
was Jack the Ripper from from Curtis Knox.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'll say it. Played by real life supervillain Dean Cain. You know.
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, put some respect on his name. He is a certified ICE agent. All right, you get it correct.
He sure would like you to say
I
that.
play pretend Compton
God.
Roberts, man.
Oh,
Complete
man.
opposite of Superman, but we're not.
Jack is
we're
also
gonna
a
move
sheriff
past
too, by the
that.
way.
Yeah, it's true.
Every
And Steve
day our
Harvey's a
world-
judge.
Every day
Wait,
our
is he
world gets
seriously?
closer to a comic book.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, every day our world gets closer to comics. Anyway,
Yep.
there's a
God.
there's a Flash mixed with Arrow main title. I always like when they do that. And then
Do you
Joe.
notice, by the way, that on
What's up?
the title screen it doesn't have the line going through the A in the Flash logo? At
Oh,
least
it
not that I
doesn't?
saw. I don't think it did. I don't recall it having like either a lightning bolt or an arrow in the center of it. It was just blank. It was just like a triangle.
I thought like didn't arrows go by it or something
It,
or
it might have gone by it, but it didn't like stick into the A, so it was just a triangle with nothing in the center.
oh, interesting.
Interesting. Real quick,
Yeah.
you know this crossover was called Heroes Join Forces. That's the official title.
Don't
that
get me
they give
started
this
on that,
in
man.
Arrowverse.
It was so hard to search. I
Eh?
was trying to find the proper episode airing order, and like then that came up. I'm like, the hell is this? Like I was looking
I know,
trying to figure that out.
We talked about this when we talked about this episode as well, and I honestly I don't remember it being referred to as Heroes Join Forces. It was just like, you know, Legends of Today, yet Legends of Yesterday. That's what I thought that it was going to be. Like it was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's cool. It's the Legends crossover.
Yeah.
But like this Heroes Join Forces thing, like kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, where did this come from? And it's just like that's the lamest title of all of the crossovers.
It really is.
We talked in a previous episode about one of the titles for The Flash sounding like an issue of a comic book. That also sounds like an issue of a comic book, but from like the 70s.
Or earlier.
Yeah.
It's like Silver
Earlier.
Age, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, honestly, that's more Golden Age, if anything.
Oh,
Because
true, yeah.
Because it's so simple, right? It's just like the heroes join forces.
I'm surprised Flash of Two Worlds wasn't called that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right.
we reviewed that comic. That
Yeah.
comic was kind of like a head trip a little bit,
That
like
was
just some elements in
bonkers.
it. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Good old
That's the
Silver
60s
Age.
for you.
Yeah. But anyway, Joe, Barry, and Patty are reviewing photos of the crime scene from earlier. Patty says she'll call Barry later, and Joe says it's cute. Like he's like, you guys are cute, trying not to flirt. It's like we're just being professional. I like that. Joe's just giving them a hard time and like I don't know that they're able to have fun and stuff like that. This relationship is ripped away from us, so I have to enjoy every little moment I can get of Barry and Patty together. Hot take: this, if certain things behind the scenes had not happened, this is how I wouldn't have minded them kind of branching off and like him and Patty staying together, kind of like they did with Felicity,
Yeah,
except
but this should have been the Elicity of Flash.
yeah, seriously. I'm just like they had better chemistry. Like I'm sorry, like Iris and him like seem like they're good friends, but like I don't
Yeah.
maybe
He's got
even
better,
maybe even sibling like, you know? I don't
literally,
know.
yeah,
yeah.
very sibling like exactly.
He's got better chemistry with Caitlyn than he does with
Yeah.
fucking Iris.
Oh yeah, Snowberry, you're one of those shippers. Like my wife
Yeah,
is
you
like that
know
too.
this, Alex. I've been co-host of the show for how long? You know this by now.
I forget so many things, man. It all runs
Hey,
together.
same.
But yeah, what do you guys like? Are you what shippers are you? Are you guys have a certain ship for this
No,
show or
it's Patty.
I
him and
mean,
Patty?
I mean, I mean, I'm pretty sure I speak both of us. Iris West,
yeah,
gorgeous. But
yeah.
show wise, this is Patty for me.
Yeah,
Show
me
wise, yeah,
too.
definitely Patty. And again, Houston native Chantel Van Satten. Like I'm always going to support
Yeah.
Yeah,
H Town.
she's great. But
Got to meet her a couple years ago.
Oh,
oh, really? How
nice.
was that?
She's super cool. There was a comic book shop that opened up in her neighborhood, and she did a signing there because like she knew the people because like they were local. They went to high school together, and she when she was in town, and so she's like, yeah, I'll come and do a thing, and it's like that's so cool.
Nice. That's awesome. I know you also met Sarah Lance.
Oh, several times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because
Lance has met them all. Almost. Is there anybody you haven't met
Almost.
yet?
I have not met Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco. Yeah.
I've not met Joe. I'm probably gonna have to catch Joe at like a Broadway show though,
Probably. Yeah. At
which
this
is
point now.
which I don't mind.
that would
Yeah.
be awesome, actually.
Yeah.
And and I have not met Thea.
Okay.
And Supergirl Melissa. I those are on my list.
We
Okay.
know who you have met.
I'm gonna get to meet her this year in like a month.
Really?
nice.
Where?
Yeah, her and Tyler Hecklin are gonna be at a local comic convention out in my city, so I'm gonna
Ooh.
meet and talk to both of them. I'm gonna get a photo op
Excellent.
with them too. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm waiting for like because I know she's starting to do some more of those now. So I'm keeping
Yeah.
my ears to the ground on that, and I will try to make it out if I'm not busy otherwise.
Nice. But yeah, I briefly met both like Stephen Amell and Grant Gustin. It was actually during the height of that whole controversy. That was that same convention where he said all that stuff he really shouldn't have at that at that panel. That was that same one, and I missed hearing it, so kind of learned a
Dang.
lesson. Yeah, it's that was crazy. But anyway, cut to Jitters as Kendra and Cisco have a cute like fancy date at Jitters where she like makes them dinner and everything. And then this weirdo Savage shows up and like ruins it, starts speaking like a foreign language and like is trying to kill her, but Cisco sends an alert out on his phone. I just get vibes from him. Like if this was just out of context, like they're just sitting in there having like a nice dinner, and some drunk weirdo just like wanders in. That's like the vibe that this Savage kind of gives off a little bit. Like he's got kind of like this, like kind of like creepy, like kind of like seedy guy. Like I don't know. He doesn't
Glad
see.
you picked up on that too. I'm glad I was not the only one.
It's the
Yeah.
hair. It's the hair. It's
Yeah,
greasy.
man.
Greasy
Yeah.
hair. Yeah.
Oh
Greasy hair
yeah.
can do that.
I definitely prefer the Justice League Vandal Savage from the animated stuff, of course, like way more than than
Oh,
the
he was
show.
awesome in those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that was
Young
great.
Young
Savage
Justice in
Time?
particular is like height of Vandal Savage.
Yeah, Savage Time was great.
Oh yeah.
So like I like that Cisco calls him Highlander. I thought that was really funny. Some of the
That
one-liners in this are really
reference
good.
I understood.
Hey, we got
Yay.
one.
We got one. Let's see how many more this episode.
So Flash shoulder checks Savage to the ground. Flash stops the knife that almost hits Cisco, but Cisco gets sloppy. It's only because of what the setup is for this episode. 'Cause usually he's so good about this, like, oh, thank God, Barry. And he's like, dude. And then they just kind of
It's
show
like
her the
the
whole place.
bits we do during podcast where we're just like, dude, could you talk any louder in the middle of this fucking coffee shop when you don't have your suit on? It's like, it's a bit we always talk about, and Cisco finally does it in this
Yep.
episode, except no one's around to hear it except for Kendra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know that like we have that running bit where we think like there's like these two like random citizens that keep overhearing the conversation. It's like I think that guy's the Flash. Like
Yeah,
like they're just
that
kind
guy
of like
might
off
be
to
the
the side.
Flash.
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like I don't know, that last villain that he went up against, he disappeared. I don't know where he went. It's like shut up, he's gonna take you to his weird prison. But yeah,
That part's new. We haven't done that one yet.
like his identity gets revealed to Kendra. She's introduced to Team Flash. They link the ancient knives to a previous attack at the docks. They're gonna put police detail on her. Barry wants to take her to Star City. Team Arrow has experience with people with magic. Cut to Damien Dark killing some Argus guards and getting some MacGuffin before Team Arrow intervenes, and then like Q fight scene. I always like, it's not like I forget about him, but I always forget how goofy Damien Dark
Yeah.
is. Like he's so fun, man.
The
Yeah.
best thing about him is that like when Barry saves them, he just has this look of elation. Like he's just like he's not mad that they got saved. He's just like that was cool.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's like,
Yeah. This is I think at the time we were talking about him, he's a super villain that just loves being one.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that's
A
that's
lost
awesome.
art.
You know, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need a villain just to be like, you know what, screw it, I'm evil. You know, I'll just, you know, and then marvel at the world he's a part of because he's seen so many crazy things. But you know,
Yeah.
You need your
Um,
freezes occasionally.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this show. There was like a mini series that I first saw him in on Sci-Fi called like Tin Man.
oh, the actor Neil McDonough.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, no, big fan of him outside of the Arrowverse.
yeah.
I think the first thing I saw him in was Walking Tall.
Walking Tall.
Yeah,
Yep.
what did you
Nice.
see him in?
I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the Tin Man was like a Wizard of Oz reimagining where he was like a Tin Man, which was
That's
like
right. I have seen that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, you know,
Wow.
Walking Tall is an early Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie back when he was
Yes.
still wrestling. Still,
Oh.
They still have
and
the
Neil
hair.
McDonough plays his villain.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
still has
he's
the
in that,
receding
and
hairline.
Ashley Scott. You know the
Ashley Scott, yeah, is in that
Ashley
movie
Scott
as
is in
well.
it.
Got a whole crossover going.
Yeah,
We do.
I think isn't he in Captain America?
he is.
Because I
He
think
is.
that's the only thing I've seen him in.
He's
and
Dum
he
Dum
does
Dum
Dugan.
Dum, yeah,
Dum
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 Dugan.
Dugan.
Yeah, and he does the voice of Bruce Banner in the '90s Hulk cartoon, as well
Yes,
as
he does.
the Ultimate Destruction video
I
game.
didn't know
So
that.
that's where I know Neil McDonough from. I no idea
No,
what
talent-
else he in from Captain America and Hulk.
No, he's a talented guy. He was in Star Trek as well, and as I like to mention also, one hell of a harmonica player.
Yes, he's one hell of a harmonica.
I thought you were about to say like it was like
Nice.
a Hallmark connection or something. I thought you guys were
Yeah,
about to bring up.
I thought that was going.
Yeah,
I don't think he's been in one.
I don't think he's been in one.
I'm
Well,
shocked.
No, he hasn't because he won't kiss
he
anybody
won't.
else.
He won't kiss another woman that is not his wife.
That's not his
That's
wife.
why he
Yeah.
doesn't
He
really
could
act
play
more.
like a side. He could play someone's dad.
Yeah, I mean he'll probably get those roles.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's why he primarily plays bad guys because bad guys
Mhm.
they don't have to kiss the woman in the movie or the
Yeah.
show, so he likes to play bad guys for that reason.
Yeah, I
Little
mean,
Neil McDonough lore. I don't know. We looked him up,
Uh-huh.
covered him.
We did.
he seems like a cool guy. But yeah, like that Tin Man role, I remember seeing him in that, and then like Arrow came up, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like that's the only other thing I really remember seeing him. And I was like, oh, cool, guy from Tin Man, nice. Yeah. So anyway, I like that Felicity came up with the magnetic arrow thing, even though like it grabs all the guns, even though that the visual effect for it was kind of questionable. There, like it's kind of like one of those. It almost
Yeah.
looks like stop motiony. Like it's kind of
That was the what gun moment. The
where the
guns out.
he hits the arrow down, and then like all the
Yeah.
guns just like go towards the arrow. Basically, it looks kind of like stop motiony, is what I was saying.
Yeah, it happens,
Yeah,
Yeah, as we know
especially on the
from
CW.
our
yeah.
interview with the VFX crew,
What were you saying, Brady?
I said that tends to happen as we know from our VFX crew.
Yeah, we interviewed the visual effects crew a little while
Nice.
back for the Flash. That was a lot of fun. That was
Dang.
it's my first
Oh yeah.
panel type interview, and that was it was we ended up managing, but that was definitely an experience. That was one of those where I'm like, there was so much going on. It's a good thing I had two
There
other
was like
people
what,
with me.
15 people,
Yeah,
Oh
it was a
wow.
lot. It was like
including you, myself, and Will. It was like 15 in total, I
yeah,
That's
think.
yeah.
crazy.
It was a lot.
That's crazy. Kev, we need to try to we need to get at least one interview before we wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I was thinking
Maybe.
about that. I was like, we've never the only time we've asked someone and they said no was of course John Diggle, but
Well, no,
maybe they're
we've
gonna- but
well, no, I've asked a couple of people in a couple of different spaces, and
yeah,
I've gotten ghosted. Like I reached out to the composer a couple of times, ghosted. Sean Isaacs, who was doing the Green Arrow run, I talked to him literally in person at a comic convention, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to talk about the Green Arrow," and he gave me his card, and he's like, "Let's set something up." And I did, and I tried, and then got nothing. So
Mike
Yikes.
Grell, when I met Mike Grell and got that picture, like I feel like he could have been if you find him on the floor. Some of these creators, if you get one of those on the floor interviews, like they're usually down, like they have time to kill if you ever want to try something like that.
I don't know. I'm 0 for 2 on talking to people directly on the floor and and about them cooperating with me.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah, I've been over this before, but I tried to get Jim Starlin on for an interview. I ended up getting a bump in, but it wasn't him himself, it was his manager that was kind of turned me off to it a little bit, where he was just kind of like, we only want people with a certain amount of views and
Mhm.
only certain like, don't ask something you could just look up online. Like he's just kind of like, I get what he was kind of getting at, but also I'm like, bro, I'm just meeting you. Like you're kind of being like, kind of being a dick, and I barely even like have time. I wanted to talk to Jim Starlin. This guy's being a dick, but like whatever. I was like, yeah, I'll
But
just get
you're
the bump in.
just a dick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ant-Man 3.
Well, I was more talking about Cisco in this show.
There's
He
that
says it
too.
that way.
Oh yeah, he says that to Harry, right?
Ant-Man 3,
Harry,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
for good reason, I think.
totally. So anyway, Felicity made the arrow that grabs all the guns, and she like has this whole like cute thing where she's talking about like how smart she is until Oliver chimes in and she forgets it's an open channel. This is I realize this. Felicity is good in this part because you have some of the writers probably that used to write her like from Arrow that are on the Flash now. So that's probably why she feels like Felicity before they started. Like this is like when she starts going downhill, right? Like in this season basically. Is this the Nuke the Town season or is that another
This
one?
is the Nuke the Town
this is the
season.
Nuke the Town season.
Yeah.
And honestly, the episode, like the goings on of this episode, like even though there is a magical do over in this, like the repercussions of that do over and like what ends up happening, and it also what happened in the other timeline,
Hmm.
like cause a lot of the drama,
Yeah.
and so like the reason of it. So yeah, this is the season where we did not. She was not our biggest fan at
Yeah,
this
she
point.
was not she was not serviced very well this season.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the Arrowverse sometimes struggles to write women though, so that's like another thing too. Yeah.
Sometimes, brother, it seems like every time.
Hey, we're fans here. Come on, man.
We are, but still.
Yeah. Man. Anyway, so Damien's about to drain the life completely out of Oliver before Flash grabs all of them and Diggle throws up again.
One of the
They're
better
like,
bits of the Arrowverse, Diggle
Yeah.
can deal with fast motion.
yeah, he was like literally about to die, and he's just like, "Oh, I had." It's like, bro, like if the show would have been over if Flash hadn't arrived when he did. Like the curtains were about to drop, basically at that point. That was crazy. So he asks Arrow to help him protect Kendra. Barry does. Barry likes. They go down to the quiver. Barry likes the new layout and comments on the sleeveless look. And don't get used to it, Barry, because it only lasts for this season. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
after
hold
this,
those
it's done.
Vancouver Knights, man.
Yeah. That was crazy. Like they make such a big deal out of it, and then it's just like nope. And then like he even apparently so Arrow doesn't get cold from like being outside and stuff, but apparently Stephen Amell does. So like
Yes, Stephen
the
Amell gets cold.
Yeah,
yeah,
Stephen Amell.
the sleeves make a comeback
Wow.
later on. So Cisco isn't a fan. They didn't go with his specs. Cisco and Kendra clearly haven't. And this is a famous thing that you guys like to say, either on Always Hold On to Smallville or just in general. They haven't DTR. They haven't defined the relationship with
I was wondering what that note meant.
yeah, with Kendra and Cisco. They it's like, oh, it's my friend I kiss, basically.
Yeah.
Oh man, if y'all only knew the amount of lore behind those three letters with me and Zach. So
Yeah, I've been privy to like a one or two of those, but yeah, the lore goes even deeper than I know.
Oh wow. Getting exclusive
Jeez.
over here. So Barry draws a crazy accurate picture of Savage so they know who to look for. Did we know that he could draw before this? Is this like a new
I feel like
thing?
he's done this at least once before. I think I remember him doing it one other time, but I can't remember what it was or who he drew, but I'm pretty sure he did it once before. Or I'm thinking of later on in like season 3.
Yeah. Do you guys
I'm
remember
thankful that he
it's
could draw. Could you imagine if he wasn't talented but still could draw that fast, and then he drew fast, but it was a bad looking picture? That'd
that'd
be
be really funny.
hilarious.
But no, it doesn't surprise me that Barry can draw. Barry's artsy. We've seen that. He's also a nerd, so it tracks for me.
That's fair. It kind of also, I swear I'm just bringing up stuff from my childhood, but it also kind of gave me vibes of, do you guys remember Kyle XY?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, that gave me vibes of when he would do the little like the dot matrix like pictures where he would just do a bunch of like little tiny dots and make like a perfect like painting or drawing or whatever it was he was trying to remember basically.
Yep.
Kyle XY is one of the first memorable advertisements that stuck with me still to this day. The shot of him lifting his shirt with no belly button.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone knows that photo, even if you haven't
Uh-huh.
or not. Everyone remembers that.
So Brady, Kyle XY was like a show where it was like this mysterious kid in the woods.
We're old, Brady.
Yeah.
Brady.
It was so funny because at the time I was watching Smallville and I was watching Smallville reruns on ABC Family, so I was like, okay, well there's a break from Smallville. This kind of thing might fill in that gap between there. And I was watching, I'm like, this show is good, but it's kind of weird. Like it was it's like science fiction. The whole mystery is why he didn't have a belly button. It was much more like drama and
What?
Yeah.
yeah. Was he like a
What the fuck?
was he like a clone? Like, did we ever figure that out? Like, what the deal with the
That
no belly
that
button
was a
was?
secret, right, Lance? He's a clone.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of shit was on in that era? Good lord.
I've
The
seen
best.
worse stuff.
Great stuff.
The best stuff was on it.
Great stuff was on.
Back
I've
when we had
seen
this
worse
magical
stuff.
one all-encompassing app called Cable.
Yeah,
Yes,
Every app was in one thing. It was called Cable, and it was beautiful.
it was.
I've seen worse stuff come out of ABC Family. Man, that was there was that, and it was what was it? Fallen. There was like a movie series where it's like a fallen angel, and they had what's his name play it. Bryan Cranston played Satan in it, but it was
Incredible casting.
yeah,
That
it was
sounds
great.
interesting.
It was actually really good. It had the other guy from Vampire Diaries, not the guy with the spiky hair, not the other dude.
Yeah, the guy that they wanted to be with Nina
Oh,
Dobrev. Yeah.
it was no, it was it was Lucas Luthor. That's who it was. He played
All connected.
he played the fallen angel in that show. That's right. Crazy. It's like Zach says it's all connected.
All connected.
Hashtag it's all connected.
Yeah, there you go. Hashtags all connected. But Felicity through Face ID learns it's Vandal Savage and that he's immortal. Oliver is interrogating Kendra on who he is, but she has no answers. Flash pushes back, saying they just need him to protect her, and calls Dark flock of seagulls, which I
Other
found
one I
really
understood.
hilarious. Hilarious moment. Felicity diffuses it and said they should go back to their place, have drinks, and talk. Cut back to Star Labs. This is like a kind of side running plot where Harry and Caitlin are trying to come up with like a formula to increase like a speedster's speed. It was originally meant for Jay, but it failed multiple times because Harry just couldn't figure it out. And then Caitlin helps him find the missing element. So this is just something we cut back to. Cut back to Ollie's place where they're having cute banter. Felicity and Barry talk about Patty. She's really happy for him. Oliver apologizes, which is nice. He's always there for him. He's growing. I really do like. I like that we see like this. Definitely isn't season 1 or 2 Oliver. Like you can definitely see a progression in him, and that like he's developing and becoming like a little bit more well-rounded and like healing a little bit, which is really nice to see.
It's really cool when they remember that happened.
Yeah, yeah. A big point of contention with us with the crossovers is Oliver's character reverts back to season 1, season 2, typically, even if he's had character growth throughout the show. He definitely needed some softening after season 3, though. He was rough season 3. Even in our coverage, we didn't mince a lot of nice words for Oliver's character in season 3. So yeah, he definitely needs to come across as more of a hero, and they're leaning back into this was supposed to be the the Adafantes. We're going back to the source of the comics here to get the costume and the zany wackiness and stuff. So it is nice to see Oliver, keep the lessons that he learned and move forward with them. Instead of reverting every crossover. He's back to just like gravelly voice. I'm gonna punch everything first,
And sometimes it's like, are they doing this because it's one of that old adage of this, every issue could be somebody's first issue of a comic book, and it's like a way of establishing that he is the quote unquote darker one. But at the same time, that could be done in different ways. And so it doesn't have to be one that impedes previous growth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they kind of Flanderize them a little bit. Like that's like a common thing where they kind of like, balloon up somebody's personality in order to like contrast it. So, you see a difference. But yeah, I totally get what you guys mean. So like Oliver admits he was wrong about guys like him not getting the girl, which I actually do kind of appreciate. They have a callback to that previous talk that him and Barry had. And it's nice, dude. It's like I don't like that whole trope of like, and I know it's definitely a trope in like earlier superhero media. Like we even see it in the first Spider-Man. I mean, he immediately goes back on it in the following one, but in the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man, where he's like, I can't be with the girl because like I have bigger responsibilities, basically, and he'll put her in danger.
He did the same shit in the Amazing Spider-Man as well, except that time it was the dad going, leave her out of it, and he's like, yeah, no. I'm gonna dance on your grave.
He immediately backtracks to that same movie, talk about, those are the best kind, talking about
but those are the best kind.
Yeah,
Don't make promises you can't keep, Mr. Parker.
Yeah, exactly. That movie, the more time that goes on, I actually kind of like that movie a little bit more. The Andrew
It's
Garfield
probably my
movie.
favorite one.
Yeah. Here's the thing: I like Andrew. As time goes by, I like him. But I don't think the movies are good. But I like him.
That's fair.
And I think if he had a better script and a better person and a better team at the helm, I think he could have been really great. But I think he himself is great. And I think as he looks better after those, regardless of like whatever else is in there, he continues to look great. So, which is why like it was such a breath of fresh air to see him again when we did see him again. I mean, it was cool seeing Toby. I mean, it's cool. It's fine. It's always good when you see the goat, but like it was cool when you see him as well. And I didn't think I would think it was cool, but I did.
I want to bring up real quickly though, the only superhero I think he doesn't get the girl trope works with is Batman, because comics have proven I don't think you can have a Batman who is that happy with his life. He either has to lose her or something bad's got to happen to him. Something. That's the only hero I think that trope works with is Batman.
See, the thing is, Batman can get the girl, but like it's gonna be the most dramatic and toxic thing ever. Like with Catwoman, like their relationship is incredibly like dramatic and toxic. And same thing with Talia, like, which is the reason why they're never really together, but they are together. So they're that type of couple.
Yeah, definitely. Or like in the version that one of the best versions of the tragic love story, Mask of the Phantasm, which yeah.
The best Batman movie.
But go.
Yeah. Hey,
Batman movie.
I don't disagree. It's one of the best. So Savage breaks in and throws knives at them, and Barry gets stabbed, stopping the last one. He also catches one when, like, he throws another one, like, to do the whole. It's kind of they do this shot a lot in Arrow, except this time it's a knife and not like an arrow where like he catches it like where it's like an inch away from his chest and everything. He's like, oh, I can do that too, is what?
We talked about this in a
Yeah.
previous episode where we were like, "Oh, Zoom threw a or Barry threw a lightning bolt and Zoom caught it," and you were like, "It's like the arrow thing," and it's like that
They love
happens.
that shot. That's like one of their favorite things to do. Like if I have
Yeah,
like a drinking counter for that or like a shot, take a shot every time they they do that. I mean, it wouldn't happen a lot, but it happens enough to where you could almost like if I was doing something closer to like an always on the small, but I could do like a counter to it every time
Yeah.
they do like a catch like a, projectile basically.
yeah, I would not recommend playing a drinking game with that. You'd be on the floor, passed out, probably near dead with the amount of times they do that. Even with how little I've actually seen of Arrow, even I know they do it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, again, as Kevin, this is something we've talked about a lot on our podcast also. This used to be that action of catching the arrow in midair used to be a way for them to visually tell us that somebody is proficient and
And
highly
skilled.
proficient and highly skilled, right? And then because in the early seasons they used it very sparingly, and when somebody did it, it was a surprise. It's like, oh, now like the stakes have risen because like Oliver was the first person to do it that we saw. Like no, it was Slade was the first one we see do
Yeah.
it, right? And then Oliver does it, and it's just like, oh, well, that makes sense because of everything that's going on. And then at the end of the season, we see Malcolm do it. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. And then we see some random like League of Assassins person do it in season 2, and we're like, oh. And so, but then after that,
Yeah.
everybody was doing it.
Everyone, regular henchmen are doing it now. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
it's just like, what are we doing?
It's not special anymore.
Yes.
It's hilarious. So Thea's not taking any chances. She immediately just shoots
I love
Savage
Thea.
with a bunch of arrows and he falls out of the window. Oliver is pissed, but then they go to look and he's gone. Thea's just like, I took care of it. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Thea's taking shit from no one in this
This is
episode. I was like,
is it-
damn.
No, I like
is
it.
Bloodlust Thea, right, Lance?
This is Bloodlust.
This is Bloodlust Thea. Yeah, she's on edge like this. This is her character arc she's going through right now. She can't.
Yes.
Didn't they just do this shit with Roy though previously?
Yeah,
where he
that's
was
correct.
Also...
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because I was
Okay.
like, I remember one of the Speedies, one of the Red Arrows
Well,
being
Roy-
on the Bloodlust.
Roy got Mirakuru,
Yeah, he did
Oh,
the.
yeah.
He was throwing
and
people
Thea
around and
was
shit.
resurrected in the last one.
Resurrected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At least he didn't lose his arm this time.
that's later.
Yeah.
That's later.
Oh, wait, they actually do that? I was making a Young Justice joke.
Nope, they
No,
actually
they
do
do
it.
Whoa. Looks
That's
like I need to
great.
watch more Arrow.
Dude, it's a great show. So, cut to the quiver. SSYSK reveals his power to Kendra and the Arrow team and mentions she was a bird in his visions, which just sounds funny out of context.
Comics are weird, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
The power cuts out and randomly Merlin is there with the League.
Yeah,
Cut
Miss
back.
Eve, man.
Yeah, man.
It was so like it was so good going back and watching Arrow from this point because there's so many things I was like, man, I missed that.
Uh-huh.
I miss Malcolm just walking into rooms that he's not supposed to be able to get in with like
Yeah.
dudes behind him. I love
Yeah.
it.
He was-
Malcolm used to be so cool too.
Dude,
Like-
season 1 Malcolm, we never quite got back to how cool season 1 Malcolm was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, cut back to Star Labs with Harry and Caitlin. They figure out Velocity 6. Harry wants Jay to test it out, and he's not having it. And he warns Caitlin to keep Velocity 6 away from Barry. Harry presses on despite Jay and now Caitlin's reservations about it. And then cut back. Merlin gives a lore dump about Savage. He says she can't be saved from him. And then Patty is leaving a message to Joe about the flint knife when she spots a very alive Harrison Wells. Kendra has a lot she's not ready for with Vandal Savage and all this weirdness she tells Cisco, but suddenly she's abducted by a Birdman or Hawkman is
No,
what
come on, Alex. It's Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
the
No,
crossover no one expected.
Take
Actually,
it away, Kev. Take it away.
no, actually, by this watch through, that was Wolverine with wings.
Yep.
That is Wolverine. Every time I look at him now, I'm just like, yeah, that's Wolverine with wings. And our least favorite hero of the Arrowverse, other than Ragman, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're gonna get into it, man. It's I got thoughts.
We talked about it a little bit before we started recording with Hawkman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually they're spot on with casting, man, but this one just wasn't. This one didn't mesh well.
I
No.
got a whole thing about this, but Team Arrow is tracking them. Kofu calls Kendra Shira as he puts her down on 52nd Street Tower. She gets brief flashes to them making out in full Egyptian garb and what appears to be ancient Egypt. He says he'll protect her from Savage. Barry and Oliver are closing in. He flies off to take down Arrow. They fist fight, and Barry runs to assist. They go airborne, and he drops Flash, but Arrow with the zip line helps stop his fall. They take him down. Harry still insists on this is back at the lab. Harry still insists on using the serum on Barry, and Patty attempts to arrest Harry and shoots him. Caitlin is so fed up with Patty saying, like, didn't Joe tell you about Harry? And tells her to call Joe. Like, I feel so bad for Patty. Patty was doing her job, man. She thought he had a gun. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
she's just minding her own business.
Yeah, no, Patty didn't do anything wrong. She should have been let in the loop. She's on a metahuman task force team right now at this point, right?
Yeah.
She is.
They don't
Yeah.
let her know about the metahumans. Like she's not
They
in on the
keep her
loop?
out of the
Apparently
loop.
not.
Well, it's because they want her to not know that Barry's the Flash, even though she already knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So anyway,
I would have told her I was the Flash. I don't know.
Oh,
what
yeah.
Barry's problem
Oh yeah,
is.
day one.
Yeah.
For her,
Dude,
man.
yeah.
Come on.
It's like if I was Cisco in his position, it's like, yeah, I'm telling Kendra I have vibe powers and I
Yeah.
saw this bird woman.
First time you meet me, just tell her like everything. Be like, what? It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know the Flash. I know everything. You're really
Yeah, I know the
pretty.
Flash.
So cut to a chained up charisma vacuum. I mean Hawkman.
That is, I'm not kidding you guys. That is the exact phrase. When I first jumped on this call, when it was me and him, he's like, "Did you see that charisma vacuum, Hawkman?"
love
I'm
it.
like, "Brother, what?"
Yeah.
I love that name. I love it.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
He slows down every scene.
Yeah, no. And in the quiver, as he explains to Team Arrow, he's a reincarnated lover of Hawkwoman, and they have an endless cycle of reuniting only to be killed by Savage. He's killed him 206 times. He becomes more powerful each time he does it. So, like, my thing is, what man, Hawkman, this motherfucker is always breaking up couples. I'd rather watch like why he did that. Why did he do that in Justice League Unlimited? This dude is always like cucking like other couples I would rather see, man. Between this show with Cisco and
If you wanna get technical, he does it twice because Rotalic and Katar Hole
don't
are
remind
doing.
me.
I know he does it twice in Justice League and Unlimited.
Yep.
Pissed me off, man. I was just like, this dude, he does the same shit in Unlimited. Like this creepy dude just shows up. He's like, "Oh, I know you and Jon Stewart are really happy, but we're really meant to be together." I'm like, "Bro, go away."
Yeah, Rotalic was the exact same way in Starcrossed.
Yep.
Yeah.
The best Justice League movie, by the way.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Definitely. Yeah, I totally like I do miss the era of, and I wish they still kind of did this even with this crossover, the era of them just putting together like crossovers and editing them into like a movie and then just releasing that as like its own like separate thing
Oh,
basically.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that.
Yeah, I wish they did that with this. Luckily, with the I canceled Netflix a while back, so I got the complete series on DVD for the Flash, and they have 8A and B, so they have like both episodes on
That's nice.
the
Oh,
season.
Oh, cool.
nice.
Yeah, which is good. I don't know if later seasons do that, so I might have to venture out and buy some like episodes in the future, but that's future Alex's problem
Or
right
just get
now.
me to do it. I still have Netflix.
Oh yeah, there we go. We'll have to watch it too, Brady.
Oh yeah, true. I'll give you my Netflix password,
Oh, okay, that
but don't
works
tell
too.
but don't tell Netflix that because they'll come to
This
my
is
house.
we're recording this. Do you want me to cut this out?
They can't
I was
hear
never
us.
here.
Yeah.
So another exposition dump from Merlin. He says Savage went and got the staff of Horus to make sure he could kill them. I like Barry's line. Is this the only way he knows how to enter a room? I thought that line was
Yeah.
really great.
Hmm.
So Felicity's gonna search for it. Hawkman wants Hawk Girl, like her Hawk Girl side to emerge already. Back at Star Labs, Joe shows up and immediately dismisses Patty. Harry is not doing well in the like he doesn't even give her a chance or anything. She's just like Joe. He's like basically like get out of here. I'm like Joe, like come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Patty deserves better.
yeah. Patty deserves.
Yeah,
We're making the shirts, guys. We're gonna make like a merch store and everything. It's
totally.
But
like
again,
for
this is the fun of secret identities, though. Is
yeah.
these
Yeah.
types of things.
Except half the city knows it by now. They're just kind of being nice to Barry at this point, by not just like revealing it. It's kind of like the theory some people have with Smallville, where they're just like, oh, like not. I'm not talking about Smallville like the TV show. I'm talking about like sometimes in the comics, people think
Oh
that like
yeah.
in
Oh,
Smallville, people knew
people
Clark's
have
secret.
to know that Clark is Superman in the comics
Yeah,
who are from Smallville. It's like Lana Lang is just probably playing into it to be nice to Clark and to keep his identity hidden. She
Yeah.
definitely knows.
yeah. Definitely. Yeah, and then I know this has been kind of like they don't really talk about this anymore, but in American Alien they kind of confirm that that's the case. Like they say it's kind of like one of those small town secrets, like everybody knows that Clark has these powers, but they kind of just keep it to themselves
To themselves.
basically. Yeah.
That's a cool idea. I gotta read that run.
It's good. I wish that the writer wasn't such a terrible person, Max Landis, but it is what it is, you know.
Excellent.
Yee.
Yeah. Harry is not doing well on the operating table. The bullet is blocking off the blood flow to his left lung. They need Jay to help remove the bullet. Hawkman wants like they're back on the roof. He wants her to jump to activate her Hawk Girl side, and Kendra is weirdly okay with trying this. And then Hawkman just pushes her off the side of the building. I guess if you've already been through this like close to 200 times, then you're probably just like it's kind of like a video game where like you've lost a bunch of times and you're just like, okay, yeah, like I know you're gonna say this. Let me just skip through this like dialogue
Yeah.
tree or whatever
Oh,
so I can
you
just
know the
get to this
rhythm.
part.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know the rhythm of the boss and like the attacks it does and
Yeah.
stuff after doing it so many times, so you can just kick its ass like that.
Yeah. It's probably one of those scenarios. But Barry runs and saves her. Oliver wants her to jump despite Barry's hesitation. Oliver realizes that the staff must be at Central City. So Oliver and Barry are off to Central City. I like the cool shot of both of their suits next to each other before they
Yeah.
leave. I just like stuff like that in general. I feel like that's like kind of less of a thing that you see in media now of just like I mean you see it occasionally with like the suit like on the display and
Yeah.
everything like that kind of shot.
Yeah. I like it was a point that they had added, like he was like, "Oh, I have one here for me too." It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're partners. Like
Yeah. They're friends.
they're
Yeah,
yeah,
you
like
guys cross over so often, you may as well.
Yeah, have
Because
to
again,
two.
they're past past things. They've evolved.
yeah.
Yeah, it's that's what I kind of do miss, and I know I'm like preaching to the choir here, but like these longer form like shows, you can kind of like develop stuff when it's not like just an 8 episode per season thing where like everything has to be so condensed. You kind of have room to breathe if it's like at least like like 20 some episodes, so you can actually really let the world breathe. I think that that's kind of a lost art with like modern TV
You,
shows.
are you talking about real television? Because yes,
Yeah, yeah, real
Yes.
television, that's right.
Yes. The good old days of Cartoon Network when Young Justice was 26 episodes.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We
Um,
used to have it all, man. We used to have it all.
we used to be a proper country, but anyway. Like they're off to Central City, and then cut back to Star Labs. Jay arrives just in time to save Harry. He agrees to use Velocity 6 and uses it to remove the bullet from Harry's chest. Back on the roof, Kendra says she needs to embrace her destiny alone and stands on the edge of the roof. Then we cut to a darkened chapel in Central City with Arrow and Flash arriving. They realize they're too late. Savage already got the staff and he's right behind them. Cue fight scene where Savage blasts them with the staff. Barry tries to run fast and grab the staff but is blown back. Cut back to Kendra about to jump, mentioning Carter was right about something holding her back. Savage, we're just cross-cutting. Savage knocks Arrow back too. Mid-fall, Kendra grows her wings. Savage realizes this and blows up the church, attempting to kill them, but Flash speeds them out. Kendra will have to get used to the wings, and Cisco names her Hawkgirl officially in the universe. So I had to actually kind of look this up. So the wings always like, because obviously in Smallville it was like a harness type situation. I always thought I like Smallville. I thought that was kind of lame. Like I don't know, like the whole like
That's what it normally is, though.
the
This
harness thing. I like when it's
Are you trying to say
retractable.
there was possibly something lame in Smallville?
No, but no. From my understanding, in like the comics, they're just like
It's
harness.
different.
That's
It's
what the little
different.
thing.
It's honestly different every time. That
Yeah.
is the most like the Hawk people are the most inconsistent thing in DC Comics, maybe all of comics, because their origins are never conclusive, and it's always kind of like a mixture of a whole lot of different things. Sometimes they're aliens from Thanagar, sometimes they're reincarnated people from Egypt, sometimes they're a mixture of both, and they steal and take things from each thing. So it's hard to know. And the same thing goes for, are the wings theirs because they're actually aliens because their people have wings, or do they just come out magically? Or like, what is it like? Are they metahumans? We never really know. And so or is it just technology, like with Smallville, like where he just has the harness suit, which by the way slaps. I love that suit.
Yeah, that Hawkman costume
The suit
is
itself
so
is good. The
I
wings, I'm
you
kind
showed me
of
a picture of it a while ago. Yeah, that
Look,
Hawkman was sick.
I mean, because again, people, I know it's on Smallville. I know it was years ago, but like with some of these things, and this is a lesson for you, Brady, and people who are younger. I have to be my old man moment here.
Okay.
Some of the time, you have to trust us because we were there, right? And so it's hard for us to describe how cool something was, like because we were there in the moment. It's gonna happen to you too, right? I tell this to
Oh
my students
yeah.
all the time. This is going to happen to you as well with
Yeah.
other things. And you'll and I tell my students, I was like, and you'll remember. It's like, oh yeah, Mr. Lasser did mention that. Yeah, like we were there, and with that Hawkman thing, that was the coolest shit, man. Like,
we were there before it was overly oversaturated.
yeah,
Like one of my favorite bits with my 15-year-old is I tell him about when I was there for the midnight release of Halo.
mm-hmm.
Me and my buddy just stared at the beach water because it was so real. We're like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is so real. And my son looks at it, he's like, Dad, that's the worst looking game I've ever seen in my life. But I was like, yeah, because you weren't there. Like you weren't there before we had all this. Like,
yes, before you had all this, like
We had all
that's the thing. It's context matters.
yeah.
You weren't there, man. You didn't know.
You weren't there for you didn't have to put your CRTV in the back of your Honda Civic and drive to
Nope.
your buddy's house to set up a LAN party. You don't know what that's like before Xbox Live.
When
What
we're
is
in the trenches.
Yeah.
Or Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why that made
I
me
have an
laugh.
original Xbox Live account.
So do I. I have an original Xbox over there too. I have a 360 right next to me.
Very nice.
And an N64 down here too.
Oh, you
One
know
of us.
He knows ball. Okay,
he
good.
knows ball.
Oh yeah.
You're good.
Thank my dad for that one.
See, everybody needs an OG.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. Ask your wait, your dad didn't watch Smallville. Never mind. I got a list for Brady. Like every time we talk about stuff, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna actively make a list for you of things you need to check out.
Captain
basically.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of I use that GIF too in text when he's like, "Oh, you should watch this." I use that Captain America GIF where he's like, "I'll put it on the list."
You know
Or he's like,
Oliver's list from Arrow. I got a list for you right now.
Yeah.
Right my wrongs,
That's funny.
Brady.
right my wrongs. I think you used that joke on me too.
Yeah, I have a list. Nice. But so back at the lab and awake, Harry thanks Jay, and he says he can thank him by keeping Velocity 6 away from Barry. Team Arrow gets the call from Oliver to go to take Savage in Central City. Hawkman is gonna help too, and Felicity is gonna help them get there with her private jet from Palmer Tech. And then I mentioned this to you earlier, Lance, about the I keeps my private jet.
Yep. I
Yeah,
keeps a private jet.
Yeah.
No, I keeps a private jet in the airport.
Yeah. This also gave me in my notes I put, it gave me Smallville vibes with Oliver living out of his airplane. Like that whole thing, like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
definitely
Oh,
gave me vibes of that.
oh man.
What?
Smallville Arrow. Yeah. The
Slow
Slow
Arrow.
Arrow.
It's
If
less
you want to watch
pathetic
Arrow,
because
but
he's living
20
out of a
times
jet
slower.
instead of his. It gives him less pathetic vibes because instead of living out of his car, you see, he's living out of his jet. So it's like it's a little less pathetic that way, I guess.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. It's like a little bit, just different tax bracket, I guess,
Makes
makes it a
him
little
seem
less
like
lame.
more of a douchebag than Green Arrow should be.
Well, you know,
Well, okay. Well, to a certain extent. Depends on which Green Arrow you're talking about.
have you? Oh
There's
yeah,
that.
you gotta see the Green Arrow in that show is really good. Definitely paved the way for what we have now.
Yeah.
I've seen his costume. I saw a picture of his costume and it looked pretty damn sick.
It
Brady, I'm
was.
gonna force you to watch. If everything goes according to plan, we're actually gonna try to have. I've talked to Zach a little bit. We're gonna try to have him on for the episode Run. So that Brady can finally watch a Smallville episode that's
Oh
somewhat
dear
Flash
God, is
related.
that where they make him Bart Allen instead of Barry?
That's
Don't you?
correct.
You weren't there, man.
You weren't there though.
Don't you
You weren't
start
there. That's the
judging.
thing.
Okay,
You weren't
You didn't
there.
see all the
true.
IDs in his backpack showing off all of his aliases.
True.
Yeah, come on.
I've seen the clip of that where they go through his backpack and it's like Jay Garrick, Barry Allen, Wally West. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool.
We had that and we were happy. Damn it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the impulse I had as a kid was Young Justice.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
solid too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's pretty good.
But yeah, so cut to jitters as Oliver and Barry stand in line for coffee. What do we think Barry, not Barry, what do we think Oliver's coffee order is if we had to guess?
All black. He just gets
Yeah,
black
all
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought too.
he's too strong for cream or sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, we didn't have.
He's definitely not getting a flat like what it was just called the Flash, like that cappuccino. or
Yeah, the
something.
Yeah.
Flash.
If anything, like if you had anything adventurous, it'd be just a cold brew. And
Yeah.
like that's that's
Oh
what it
yeah,
would be.
I can see Oliver being a cold brew guy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
with
see him
those
being
cuff
a
jeans and
hard
those
ass
boots,
about
he
it.
definitely drinks
Uh-huh.
cold brew.
Cuff jeans.
And those boots, yeah, definitely drinks a cold brew.
Yep.
We didn't have coffee on the island, Barry. I can just
Yeah.
see him being
should have said
shitty
that.
about it. Yeah.
It's like you
That would've
actually
been
like
pretty funny.
you had some other things though, Oliver.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, come on.
You also
You had
weren't
some
always
other
on the island, Oliver. Anyway,
Yeah, I did spend all my time on the Oliver table.
Yeah, has it Oliver? Correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, my Arrow knowledge is kind of limited. Hasn't he been off the island for like 10 years at this point? Maybe more?
he
And
wasn't
this-
even on the island for
He goes
for
back
a solid
home.
5 years.
Yeah. And he goes back constantly. He was on the island of the 5 years in hell.
The first
Oliver,
Okay.
3?
yeah. Oliver was on the island for 2.5 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
2.5 years. Yeah.
He was in China for
China,
a year.
Then
He was in Russia for a year, and then
hell, he even
a
came
year-
back to Star City.
yeah, he was like he spent the week back in Star City while he was away.
He kills Elvis at one point. Like he kills that actor.
Austin
Butler?
Butler.
Oh no,
Yeah, yeah.
Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul kills
The-
Oh, that's right.
Al
That's
Fahim is
right.
Oliver's
Okay.
name. I forgot what Austin Butler's name is. He won our LVP
DJ
that season, didn't he?
He was DJ douchebag.
DJ
Yeah,
Douchebag, yes.
the guy that everyone thinks should play the new Green Arrow.
His career.
Hilarious.
I mean, he's on like I wouldn't be surprised. Like his success has been a giant pleasant joke for me. Alaska, how badly
Yeah.
we make fun of this guy.
Now, and the
Hilarious.
funniest thing about him though is he can't swing a baseball bat. I've seen that trailer for that new movie he's in, where he's swinging a baseball bat at a batting cage. Not
Yeah.
good.
Not good.
Ooh.
Not good. Method
Did
act
he-
that Elvis, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Did he drop the accent yet? By the way, the
A little bit,
Elvis.
but you
I
can
think he
still-
has to for this new movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really
He
wants
kinda has
he
to
really
force
wants to
himself.
keep talking like that though. You can tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. It's like, come on, man.
I feel like that'd be fun to just walk around talking like Elvis all the time.
For
Yeah.
like a few weeks, and then it would really get grating after a while. I
then
feel
we
like
get
for
very
everybody
annoying.
around you.
You
Yeah,
know
your
what?
friends
When
would
you
probably
look
slap you.
like that man though, it takes a long time for things to grate on people.
It's also true.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
He's with Zoe Kravitz in that, so
yeah, you know.
I think he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's doing great. So like you guys mentioned earlier, Oliver messes with Barry over the flash drink, and then Barry says, "Well, maybe if you save Star City, you'll get one," which I thought was like a hilarious line from him. Just then, a little boy bumps into Oliver and drops his Flash action figure. Come to think of it, I think that's one that you could actually buy in
It
stores.
is.
Like, I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
pretty sure I have
I've
that one
seen
around here.
it.
I have a season 4 Arrow over here, but I don't know. Probably one of my kids has it, but like I do have that old Flash one.
Way back
Yeah.
there, I have they don't sell it anymore, but there was like a season two, which is appropriate for now. A season two like Flash like figure back there. You can kind of see it in the
Yeah,
background a
still
little
very
bit.
maroon Flash at this time, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
maroon Flash before they moved away. But he's not quite the crimson color that he's supposed to be. But like I, I guess they did that to make it more grounded. Maybe it didn't read right, but then later on you see the suit and it looks fine in the
Yeah.
later seasons. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
Yeah.
looked just as good if it was lighter red, but I don't know why. I was gonna come up with some like crackpot theory that they wanted the red behind the emblem instead of the white, so they just made the suit darker so that the background
The
of the
red
emblem
pops
doesn't
more.
blend in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, like I don't know. Look, John Wesley Shipp pulled it off in the '90s, so clearly,
Yeah.
like they're just making excuses at this point. I don't
It
know.
it,
Like it looked
Yeah.
it,
great
it, it
then.
do- it does feel like though in modern times that's kind of going away. Everyone's kind of like, yeah, let's have them look, let's pop and let's let them look
Yes.
like the characters
Which
they are
is
based off of.
good.
So yeah,
Hmm.
it's a pretty exciting time for comic book properties.
Definitely. Anyway, he has a cute moment. Oliver does where he hands it back to him, the toy, and then Oliver sees the boy run up to his ex he thought didn't have their baby. His mom saw to that, that he was lied to about it. And then Oliver puts two and two together. Cut to end credits. So like not like I completely forgot about this plot line. Obviously, like
We're right
his
in the thick
son.
of it right now in our coverage too.
We are.
Yeah, yeah. His son obviously becomes like a bigger deal later on. It's late, guys. I'm blanking on what is his name again? Brady,
William.
help me out.
William.
William, there we go.
I was like,
Yeah,
I
like
don't
William's
remember either.
a way bigger deal later on. It was kind of crazy to see him as like a little kid here because like I'm just so
Yeah.
used to seeing that
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, we are in prime angst teenage William right now in the show.
We
Oh
are.
man.
And of course the flash forwards with the other actor who plays the older William.
The
But
adult one.
yeah, it was when I saw him, I was like, oh, because I've just been seeing,
Uh-huh.
a few years older, at the time when he recorded the show, he's a lot taller, a lot, just looks more a little adult. And I was like, oh, look at him, a little blonde
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's adorable.
Yeah.
What
It used
like
to be a boy.
Yeah, what'd you guys because I know obviously like since you guys are at that point, I'm kind of okay that other show idea they had didn't move forward, that future
Oh, the Green
Canaries
Arrow and
and
the
Green
Green
Arrow and the
Arrow
Canaries.
thing.
Canaries.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
well, I think the only drawback I had from it was because they were banking on that show being greenlit, they altered a character's ending
Yes.
in Arrow that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like, at the time, I was not expecting the Arrowverse to abruptly end within the
I
next
wasn't
couple
either.
of
That's
years.
the thing. Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, sure,
okay.
fine. We can. It separates them from the main stories. You got your future
Hmm.
stuff. Cool. I'll check it out. I like all the actors and actresses that are in it. And then there was that John Diggle superhero school
Yeah.
show that never happened.
I
So
don't
we were
That was
understand.
expecting.
a thing they were gonna
Yeah, yeah,
make.
yeah. We,
It
we,
was
we
gonna
were
be a thing.
expecting. We were expecting. More. So we were like, okay, cool. We thought that was the next evolution. But
Yep.
now in retrospect, yeah, it was a bummer because they, I think, botched the final Laurel Lance character thing they could have botched
Yes.
with that. So
Unfortunately.
So they did like kind of like they had to like pivot and do a different thing because she was supposed to be in the future thing, basically.
yeah, well, essentially, the show was going to take place in. This is spoilers for Arrow. If anyone's listening, sorry, give me like 15 seconds of
We
blocking.
spoil Flash all the time.
Yeah.
It's all
So,
good.
the original Laurel Lance dies, and we get an alternate Earth 2 version of Laurel Lance that comes in as a villain, Black Siren, and eventually gets redeemed and kind of just becomes Laurel Lance. Like, she
Yes.
never actually died. This is actually Laurel Lance. But you knew it was the real person. Towards the end, when Oliver becomes God, because that happens, he brings back everyone in the universe, but he doesn't bring back the original Laurel.
Yes.
Would have made sense.
Mhm.
He keeps this Earth 2 Laurel as the prime Laurel so she can
Mhm.
go on that show.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
because the show didn't happen, it's just like, why did you let Laurel Lance, your original one, just stay dead. You brought back
Yeah,
everyone. You brought
that
back
doesn't make any
everyone.
sense.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
but they had their hands tied at that point. You know, at that point, John Diggle was hopping on Superman and Lois, talking about he's gonna be Green Lantern. So
Yeah.
it was a weird time that those last
Yeah.
few years of Arrow.
Was he ever planned, do you guys know, to appear in that Green Lantern series Berlanti was developing with
Brady.
what's his name? Finn Wittrock as Guy Gardner?
I don't know about that. I just know that he was very seriously support. They were going to continue some Green Lantern stories, and then you know, he didn't want it. So
He didn't want
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I was about to make that joke, but I did
Oh.
Brady. Don't you remember? He was screaming. He said, "I don't want it."
he just wanted to be a dad and a husband. You know, because you can't be a superhero Spartan for 7 seasons of a show.
He didn't want to keep doing what he was already doing.
Yeah, he didn't want to keep doing what he was already doing, except with powers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wanted to rough it, with a gun.
yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. Oh, John Diggle. Ooh, man. Yeah. A series retrospect episode about John Diggle is going to be really fun, Lance.
It is going to be fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Oh man. So what did you guys usually at the end we kind of go through heart, humor, spectacle, but before we do that, what did you guys overall like, what were your thoughts about this episode overall? Just like positive, great episode, or like what overall thoughts? Did you like it? That kind of thing. Highlights, I guess.
Yeah,
This is a bullseye for us. Yeah.
Bullseye. Yeah. No, Bullseye, man. It's early Arrowverse crossovers. Not that the crossovers ever dipped, in my opinion. I think crossovers were always a pretty fun get together, but no, you got to see these actors have fun. They had quips, they had good action. Like it brought me back to that, like, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What was it, like Wednesday, like a Mel Wednesdays? Like you were just sitting there
Yep.
every episode a night, just staying involved in the universe before life got too busy and jobs and kids and stuff. So it was it was a good rewatch.
Nice. Brady.
I mean, yeah, it's to use like our rating system. It's about our average. We've been given episodes recently, like a 3, 4 out of 5 for me. Like it's one of the better episodes of season 2 for sure.
Yeah, I give it probably like 3.5 out of 5 lightning bolts, definitely. But yeah, for my heart, humor, and spectacle, I guess we also rate that. So I'll just do mine first. So my heart would actually gotta think about this. Brady, you actually go first for our heart part. What do you think would be like a good heart moment for this? Like,
I'm with you, man. I'm stumped too.
is this one of the first ones where we don't have one of those?
It could be.
It's just
It
a
could
moment
be.
where you like, oh, that's like nice little heartfelt moment there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that like
it's
touches you
for
kind of thing.
yeah, for an example for like our show is like the heartfelt conversations between Joe and Barry, or Barry and his dad, or like Barry and Iris
It's deadbeat
just talking
dad.
about, well,
Yeah.
yes, but like them just talking about personal stuff. I can't think of one for this one, honestly.
I might be able to have a couple entries.
Okay.
If
I think I might too.
if I'm within the realms of the parameters.
Okay.
One, I really liked that not Oliver. I really liked that Barry and Felicity kind of had a post conversation, post their little like fling they had
flirtation.
going on, where everyone was
Okay,
like,
yeah.
thinking they should get together, and how they kind of both spoke about how they're in good places and they're very happy and everything like that. And another moment that I thought was really, really sweet was Felicity's concern about Oliver and Barry going up against Vandal Savage, and they're like, "We'll be fine." And Barry says to Oliver and Felicity, "We'll be fine. Kiss her." And Oliver looks and says, "We'll be fine," and then he gives her a kiss. I was like, that was a really sweet moment. I like that. So
Nice.
it's the fun relationship dynamics of the Arrowverse. There's not too much drama there,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, for me, it's when at the very end, it's when Oliver realizes that he has a son, and all the emotions and stuff that goes in. Everything,
his mind is racing.
His mind is racing because now, like and he knows that everything's about to change.
This was also around the time real life where Maverick was about to be born, right? He's actually about to become a parent too.
In season 4,
Was Maverick already born yet? His daughter?
I think she was born in season 3.
Okay, yeah. So he's a new dad, right?
So he's a new dad around
Yeah.
this point. Yeah.
As Oliver's character becomes a father, you can definitely see Steven pulling from his actual
From
dad
that.
feelings on things. Yeah, you can see him doing that.
Yeah, nice. For me, I guess like I echo what you guys said. That was a really nice moment between Felicity and Barry. Like, and just like also seeing with Oliver, seeing that he's like more well-rounded now, and that like Felicity's kind of helping him get there like emotionally is really nice. And then for my humor, it would probably just be like Barry's little line about Merlin just entering rooms. It's like it's just the only way he knows how to enter a room. I thought that was really funny. And then the spectacle, the say what you want about their actual suits, but like stuff with like the wings and everything. I thought that stuff was pretty well handled in this with like Hawkgirl and everything. Like I thought that looked pretty good for what I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
was a very small budget.
No,
Yeah.
the suits actually look pretty good when you have an opportunity to see them a little bit up close and things. They look pretty good. So yeah, they did a good job with those. The Hawks are tough to kind of get, especially considering that they are more. They show more skin in the comic books than they do on live action. So
One of them is
um,
shirtless and the other isn't.
Yeah, definitely.
so yeah, so I think they did a good job.
Yeah. I know that throwing a bone again to Smallville, not that it needs it, but like they had a better mask in Smallville. I like the more beak look with
Yeah.
Hawkman and that versus what we got in
Oh, for sure. No,
in
no, the
Arrow.
Smallville Hawkman costume clears this.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
that's a no brainer.
Yeah. Barry, watch the at least watch the Justice Society episode of Smallville.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. You and friend of the show, Ben Wan, were sending me pictures of Hawkman and all that from
Yeah.
Smallville. I'm like, damn, that's how he looks? I was missing this the
Exciting
whole
times,
time.
man.
Doctor
We were-
Fate too.
we
Doctor
were
I know,
Fate looks
yeah.
great.
Exciting
Yeah,
time.
you.
I was watching that in Afghanistan. That like I was downloading it in Afghanistan.
Wow.
That's how badly we need to see those episodes.
Yep,
Yeah.
we were there.
Dude,
Doctor Fate.
that's who would have been also perfect for this crossover, Dr. Fate.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr. Fate was great in Smallville though too. That
Yeah.
suit had no right looking as good as it did on,
it
on
No.
it
Smallville.
really didn't. And I love how Lois even says that. I don't know if that was like Lois's line or Erica actually being like, "This is great." Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if that was like a legitimate reaction from her.
Yeah, like an ad lib. Yeah, I could totally see that. That
Should have
was
just sniped that for the Black Adam movie instead of whatever the fuck Pierce Brosnan was wearing in that one.
yeah.
That was pretty good, actually.
I liked his lower suit. The mask itself was fine. Like the kind of like I just wanted the eye holes, but like other than that, like I thought it was
Yeah.
solid. I don't know.
It's
I do prefer the
I don't
Smallville
like
one
that
though.
it didn't have eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Hawkman in Black Adam 2. He had a good suit in that one. I like his mask.
He did.
Yeah, the wings were made like of nth metal though, because I kind of did a deep dive earlier. It's like that we're saying. I feel like
Yeah.
any time they're trying to figure something out, like in like you were saying, Lance, it kind of fluctuates. I know in the new movie, like Hawk Girl, it's supposed to like they retract basically is what James Gunn has said. Like they are supposed to retract into her the wings like they do sometimes in the comics.
Yeah, it's also the mace that's supposed to be nth metal, so I don't know where the hell they got the wings being nth metal from, but I mean if it works, it
It's a
works.
great
And
question.
Yeah, it's comic
yeah,
books, man. Who knows? Like Lance was saying, it's all kind of mysterious and vague anyway. So you know.
which
Yep,
which kind of sucks if you're a Hawkman fan. Like even though I haven't, read
it
much Hawkman,
does.
I'm a fan of the character. It's so hard to like find one specific version of the character to like because like Lance has been saying, so many goddamn versions of him and it's all inconsistent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's giving their the ratings and everything. Just keeping
Yeah.
cool.
Pretty sure.
So, awesome. So, guys, thank you for coming on. And this is usually the time where we go into our plugs and then we do our like our outro. So, you guys, since you're the guests, you go first, and then we'll go after you.
Wait, well, you can find me on all my social medias at Sir Lance Laster, and you can find myself and Kev talking about all the things that make Arrow on Always Hold On to Arrow. And you can find us on Twitter at Do Not Fail Our Pod.
And I'm back on Twitter. It's chill_US. It's typing out the last name, Chillis. You'll see me. I don't really tweet and I don't have a lot of things to say on it, but I do like to keep tabs on how insane the world is going. So there we go.
Nice.
That is the exact reason I do not have Twitter.
Yeah. We have like we don't have a Twitter, but we do have Instagram and like Threads seems less toxic than Twitter actually. I would kind of recommend Threads. Come on, tape if you ever want to try that out.
Okay. Yeah. Just something where I can keep up with sports news.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like whatever your stuff is interested in, it'll kind of like line it up. You just put in keywords and stuff. Threads is a lot better than the hellscape that is Twitter. But anyway, anyway, Brady, you want to go first, or you want me to go first? You want me to? Which way you want to do that?
Um, I probably have more stuff than you, so I should go first just so we could get it out of the way.
Okay.
All right. So, as always, you guys can catch me on here, Flashbacks, a Flash Rewatch podcast. You can catch me playing some video games on my YouTube channel, Zurd Games. That's ZURDD Games, capital Z, capital G, all one word on YouTube. I upload Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time, so convert that to whatever time zone you live in. I also do some voice acting work for guys like the Bat Feed on YouTube. My episode of the Arkham tapes just recently came out where finally I get to live a childhood dream and play Nightwing.
Nice.
That was super fun. That was super fun to record. I love doing it. Um, so that's out on the Batfeed YouTube channel. I don't know when I'm doing more. I haven't presently recorded anything. So yeah, well, we'll see where that goes. But I've also done some stuff for Newverse Creative. It's a YouTube channel that does like DC Comics audio dramas or audio dramas based on like unproduced scripts and stuff or just whatever else he feels like doing. Um, I'm a couple background characters in Batman Enigma, the audio comic, which is the most recent thing they did.
Ooh.
I play an auctioneer and a cop. So yeah, you can catch me there. I'm also on the Minnow Films YouTube channel. I voice Lego Robin and Nightwing and Superman and
I'm noticing a
Spider-Man.
theme here.
I know, and Spider-Man and Maxie Zeus and just tons of other people on that YouTube channel. So you can go check out Minnow's videos. They're hilarious. Um, and I'm trying to think what else I have. I have my own podcast, TISMO Talks, a comic book podcast, only available on YouTube and Spotify. Have not done an episode in a while. I'm long overdue for one. So, coming soon.
Nice. So like I guess I'll kind of get into like before I get into my normal plugs. I am also doing something for Newverse that is actually Smallville related. I am writing a Smallville audio drama for them that's going to adapt the Loy Lamaris story, but for like through a Smallville lens,
Huh,
basically.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be called Smallville Flood because like Smallville always loved its like one word titles, so
Huh.
definitely look forward to that. It's going to be a challenge to kind of get that voice down. There's certain characters I cut because I'm like not really good at writing Chloe dialogue, so she's going to be doing her own thing. It's going to be him and Pete for most of the most of the episodes. So that should be fun to write. And then also I'm doing a Captain Planet like kind of what if like movie. Basically, if it's like Captain Planet, but through like the filter at first, kind of like a 2017 or whatever that movie came out,
Power
that
Ranger. Yeah.
Power
Yeah,
Power
Rangers
Power
Rangers
thing.
2017.
Rangers. I
Yeah,
love that
yeah,
movie.
yeah, that
Yep,
kind of vibe.
cinema.
Where,
Deserved a sequel, man.
yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Look,
But
if the suits were anything like what Toku J does on Instagram, the
Yeah.
movie would have made $1 billion. They would
Yeah.
have
The
I
had.
checked that
three
out after
disconnect.
you mentioned it, man. It looks great.
They are incredible. It's like a perfect way to modernize those suits without changing anything and still keeping them iconic.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what was missing from that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that one it kind of to give a little bit of the plot away, it starts out with like them like kind of the classic setup of them with the evil like loot and plunder all of them, like they have that team, and then they get arrested, and then you find out Mati is sick. Mati ends up passing away, and they lose like the heart basically, and so like they disband after that. Years later, one of the girls, the main girl, the blonde haired lady, I forget what her name is now, but
Lita
I think so. But
starts with an L, I believe.
yeah, but she has been working with the government and secretly is making like based off the DNA and what she was able to collect from the ring, she is making her own like Captain Pollution basically because Captain Pollution doesn't exist. in that universe, and I'm gonna have a moment where she's wearing all of like the rings, kind of like Hal Jordan, where he went like all parallax and everything, and she's doing all
That's
Mm.
these
exactly
different
what I was thinking.
combo
Link,
powers and stuff.
Linka. I was close. Linka
Think
was
of
her name.
Nice. And like there's a moment because it's gonna mainly focus on Wheeler, where like Wheeler thinks he hasn't seen Captain Planet in years, obviously, because they disbanded. Captain Planet kind of doesn't exist. Where he thinks he sees Captain Planet as like an adult, and it's Captain Pollution. He attacks him like in the dark, basically, and like he's trying to run from him and everything, and he's gonna be trying to get all the Planeteers back together and get like a new person to fill in for the heart role, and that's where the new story starts, basically.
okay.
So like that's going to be the premise for the new one. There's a bunch of different twists and turns, some different mythology stuff that I won't really get too in depth with, but a very emotional story for kind of let's be real, like definitely a show that had its heart in the right place, but was kind of a goofy show. I try to honor the spirit of it, like while because like I know they had that Glenn Powell thing that tried to kind of like is like supposed to be goofy and irreverent. I'm like, no, like you take the spirit of the character like seriously, but kind of like modernize it a little bit. Like you can make the guy himself like almost like Superman in the new movie, where like he is this bright like beacon, and you can make the world around him kind of like a little bit more grounded, and it still work basically.
That's correct.
Yeah,
It can be done.
that's my approach to it. But anyway, so look forward to that whenever I end up writing that in between all my other podcasts, which I'm about to get into. So obviously you can find me here on Flashbacks of Flash Rewatch podcast, where we review every single episode of the CW Flash and other episodes where he appears, and the 90s show, and just anything else Flash related I kind of
Young
want to talk
Justice.
about.
Oh,
Yeah. That's definitely coming up. But
can you tell I'm excited?
yeah. But yeah, so definitely look forward to that. Night of the Batman, we recently interviewed part of like a two-part thing with superhero stuff you should know, which I'll get into in a minute. We interviewed John Jackson Miller, who is the writer of Batman like Resurrection, and also Batman Revolution, that recent novel that came out with Clayface in it. That's like a in-between for Batman 89 and Batman Returns. Really good stuff. Got to interview him on the floor for like a second time. That was a lot of fun. And the second part of that is on Superhero Stuff You Should Know, which I co-host with Ben. That one's much more of a we go deep dives into movies, concept art, scripts, that kind of thing. So definitely check that out as well. And then we also have What Mean is coming back. That's just more of a general view thing. We do movies, TV, everything, that kind of thing. And then Tangential Exchange, me and my friend just kind of talk, catch up, drink. That's our most laid back show. That's eventually going to have an episode out soon. But anyway, all that done, like so many different podcasts.
I know you and I together have so much different stuff going on.
Yeah, with all that being said, we usually at this point we have a saying. It's we'll see you in the Speed Force. So you guys, whenever you're ready, let me know. We'll try to sync this up through the magic of Zoom. So let me know when you're ready, guys.
So we're all saying we'll see you in the Speed Force.
Trying to say it
Yes.
as close to the same time as we possibly can. So I'll give us a countdown.
Okay.
So
Like the clap, Lance.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will see you
in the Speed
Force. Perfect.
The ironic thing is we say it slow.
Yep.
That's just so it syncs up, man.